Holy shit. What is up, YouTube? My name is Buddy Blues, and I finally found one. And I have it right here. You just heard it, you asked for it since you've seen it on Instagram. Today, we're reviewing the PRS Studio 22. So if you were in lockdown like all of us last year, you remember when PRS released a slew of videos where they were showing new guitars that they were coming up with. I'm very new to PRS. I've reviewed my 594 before and the DGT. I'll link those down here. Well, here's one of them. But whenever they brought back the Studio model, the Studio 22 model, they revamped the heck out of them. And I've been looking for one since. And for the life of me, I couldn't find one. And you probably can't find one either. This is one of those unicorn things that PRS makes. I'm sure they're production and there's plenty somewhere, but none of the stores that I go to, none of the stores that I know, none of the stores that I interact with and buy stuff from have them. During the time of the recording of this video and the past year and a half, Guitar Center doesn't have one, Sweetwater doesn't have one, Zounds doesn't have one, Music 123 doesn't have, no one has one except for select boutique stores. Quick story. I was going through my Instagram feed. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. A shop that is here in Orlando, a local shop, a boutique store that sells high-end, beautiful PRSs, beautiful Friedman amps, guitars, and stuff like that. Anyway, check them out. It's called Sound for Less. I know the guy that owns the place. He's a very good friend of mine and my wife's friend. And I was going through the feed and he just got one. And I'm looking and it's this beautiful gold top Studio 22. He received it, posted it on his story. Usually those sell in no time. And my wife and I are sitting on the couch and I'm looking on the phone and I'm like, oh my God, he finally has one. At least I can go play it and see what it's like and stuff like that. And then I put my phone away and then we continued watching whatever we were watching. Then I moved on, went to bed. Very next day, woke up, went to work, as most of us do here in America, people. Okay, we're trying to build a society here. I go to work and a couple of hours in, my wife walks in and she has a case in her hand, a guitar case. And in my mind, automatically I'm thinking, do I have a gig tonight and did I forget my guitar? Am I leaving work and going to a gig and did I forget a guitar? Did I ask my wife to bring me a guitar? I can't remember. And she says, open it, and I opened it and it was that. The gold top that they did is really deep. I don't know if the camera is going to be able to show you this, but it seems like it's layers upon layers right underneath the finish of that gold, and it sparkles in the certain light, and then the shadows and the curves. This guitar is just beyond beautiful. Mahogany back and sides. Two things, needless to say. I have the best wife ever. Hope you would agree. Number two is this guitar is beyond gorgeous. You see, it's very rare for PRS to make these solid colors. Usually it's these flamboyant, extravagant maple tops, curly maple and flame maple. It looks like the Ed Hardy of guitars, the affliction of guitars, if you will. And I have one of those, don't get me wrong, I like them. But this one, there was something really different about it. A gold top PRS, it just blew my mind. With like the mahogany back, it looks like a vintage Les Paul from the 50s. I fell in love, and I couldn't believe that she actually did that for me. And I can't believe that I actually own this guitar, because it's so, you can never find one. It's a unicorn. So what were they trying to do here with this guitar? I think they were going for like an HSS thing, but instead of single coils that are noisy and blah, 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 they used those narrow fields. If I were to describe what the narrow fields sound like, not a single coil, not a humbucker, not a mini humbucker, and not a P90, and somewhere everything in between of all of that. It has a 5-way switch, so the position 2 and 4 are so quacky and stratty, it'll blow your mind in a second when I'm playing it not with a backing track. The humbucker as well splits just like my 594 and just like the DGT as well. And there's barely any volume dip with that split. There's no volume. There's the body goes away, obviously, because you're going from a humbucker to a single coil, but the volume stays the same. And the single coil on it sounds like a single coil. It's mind-boggling. It's like an HSS Strat on steroids and gold with a tremolo that works and never goes out of tune. And action so low it plays itself. I just have to blow on the strings and they play themselves. Anyway, enough blah blah. I can't thank my wife enough for this. I can't thank you guys for watching this video. Fender Supersonic 22 aux box. I'm also gonna connect my most recent pedal board build. There's gonna be a video about that soon. And anytime a pedal I use, I'll just put it up there for you guys to know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna go heavy on the pedals. It's gonna be a lot of clean first, because I really need you to hear this guitar. And then I'm gonna bring in a few overdrives and stuff like that. Let's get to it. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have now heard and seen, okay, the PRS Studio 22. I thought 22 stood for the year, and then I was immediately corrected by the internet. It stands for the number of frets, which makes a whole lot more sense than having to change the name and the model every year. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to this channel, that's not only what we do, guitar reviews and stuff like that. Usually what we do is we focus on small businesses, okay? Not unbelievably large businesses that do not require the help of the blues. We have a show called Small Business Tuesday. It comes out usually every Tuesday, where we look at a small business and look at their products in the guitar world, whether they're making guitars, picks, amps, cables, straps, pedals, a whole lot of pedals. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up, type a comment, even if it's mean, because here's what the internet doesn't know. It's that if you type, "I hate this bearded man, he plays like trash," that's still a comment. And that helps the algorithm. And then it helps me. And if you want to help me a little bit more, you can buy me a coffee down below, maybe buy some merch, maybe share this video, show it to your wife, maybe she'll buy you a PRS Studio, okay? Okay. I have been Buddy Blues, you have been the people of the blues. Thank you for watching, until next time. I blinked again.